Hello everyone, today I want to talk to y'all about how hook bowling is way better than straight bowling. When I was in high school, we had quite a few hook bowlers and a very few straight bowlers. It was like a 10 to 1 ratio almost. The reason why is hook bowling is more accurate. Uh, for those of you that are in the sport of bowling, accuracy and consistency is very important. When it comes to being accurate and consistent, you need to be on point at all times and just make sure that you hit your mark every time, and then you'll consistently get games like 200, 250, somewhere around there. Most of our, on average, hook bowlers average about 220. Um, Also, hook bowling is most widely used in PBA bowling. Very rarely will you see a PBA bowler straight bowling, and if you do, then They are really good at straight bowling, and it's not to say that straight bowlers are bad at all. It's just, like I said, going back to hook bowling, it's just more accurate and more consistent. Also, according to Crone Hook, uh, hook bowling allows for more control and more consistency. Like I said, also in the PBA and according to BR bowlers, bowlers have to depend on the hook because their lanes are always going to be different, and that's true. Everywhere you go, lanes are going to be different. It's either going to be dry, it's either going to be wet, too much oil, too little oil, which means you constantly have to be moving left to right, from left to right from whatever point you start at. And with straight bowling, if you have really wet lanes, your ball ain't going to really go anywhere. It's going to be hard to hit your mark because your ball is going to be kind of trying to move because the lanes are just too slick. And hook bowling looks more professional, and that's not saying that you're always going to be a good bowler. It's not saying you're a good bowler if you hook bowl, but it's saying you know a little bit and you know enough to be able to hook bowl. According to thoughtco.com, because you hook bowl doesn't always mean that you're a good bowler, and that's true. Like I just said, hook bowling does make you look good. Makes you look like a professional, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna be the best at bowling. On our bowling team, we had straight bowlers who would bowl like 250, and then the rest of us hook bowlers would bowl maybe like a 180, 190. And that's just how it goes sometimes. But it does look better. Like we had people come up to us and they were like, "Dude, how'd you hook bowl like that? I can't get my ball to do that." It's all about technique and practice. Lots and lots of practice. Practice makes perfect. Almost anything. Um, hook bowling gives you a different. Also, hook bowling gives you a different perspective on the sport. When you're a straight bowler, and even before you get on a bowling team, you kind of just think bowling is just fun and games, and it ain't really nothing to it. It ain't a sport. You just go out every Friday night, go out with friends, and bowl a couple games, and try to get the best score. But when you hook bowl and you're actually trying to hit something, and you hit your mark consistently, you get the feel of it's more than just fun and games. It's a sport that, like any other thing, like basketball, you practice it. Baseball, you practice and you get better at something. It becomes more than just fun and games. Like, for example, if you want to say 21 in basketball, it's like fun and games almost. But when you get into actually working as a team and being consistent, it becomes more of a sport. Also, according to bowling depth, once you get once you get into the sport, it becomes more than just fun and games. Like I was saying, hook bowling is something that you have to master, and something that takes lots of practice and time. And if you eventually get it down, it becomes a sport. Um, like I said, hook bowling is not always going to be the best, and there's nothing wrong with straight bowlers. Straight bowlers are just as good as hook bowlers. It's just most of the time, hook bowling is the way to go because of the consistency, and it's more control. Something you can practice. Lanes are going to be different everywhere, so it's going to be hard for a straight bowler to adjust. And if you get into hook bowling, I hope you get it down, because that's always what I've gone to, and it's just really fun once you get it down and you know what to do. Thank you for you guys' time. I hope you guys consider hook bowling versus straight bowling. Thank you.